I'm Kimberly Mutar. I'm so glad that you are back watching or listening to another episode of the Renewed Mama podcast, because today we are talking about how we can make you, Mama, stronger. What do you and your children need today? I know it. You're already saying coffee. I'm probably right when I say that you've already had a coffee or two by the time you are listening to this episode. Maybe you're saying you need a bubble bath, time to yourself, someone else to take the kids for a few hours, a chance to clean the house without it being messed up 5 minutes later. An in-house chef. Am I anywhere close to what you need today? I'm right with you, Mama. I'm a homeschooling mama to 3, a tutor, and the creator of Speak Life Badges, sticker award badges for kids that help you to speak God's word over your children and break any lies they might be believing about themselves. And I send postcards to children all over Canada and the United States disguised as Austin the Hedgehog for Austin's Kids Club. While I might be doing all these things and loving it, I still need time to slow down, breathe, and renew to be re-strengthened. And that's what we're doing together during this Renewed Mama podcast. We're taking some time to pause and check in with our thoughts, the words we are saying, our parenting approach, and our communication so that we stay strong, Mama, and keep loving well and living well. So let's talk about how you can be strengthened. What do you and your children, because it's actually the same thing, need today? Number 1, feels. Does your child feel valued, cared for, safe, connected? You and your child wants to know, am I valuable? Am I safe? Am I loved? Do I have a connection with mommy and daddy, or are they too busy for me? How you respond when math gets tough, when it's too hard and they give up, or when they don't obey right away. What will you do or say that will help them feel valued, cared for, safe, and connected? Speak Life Badges can help you express to your children that they are valued, safe, and loved in a fun way with sticker badges that say, I am loved, I am valuable, I am priceless, I am special, I am important, I have purpose, and more. You and your children will feel valued, cared for, safe, and connected when your house is full of laughter, joy, hugs, when your children are welcome to sit on your lap, when you snuggle on the couch to read stories together, when you rub their backs or give them high fives. All of this is meeting the need for movement, keeping their senses engaged as they learn, and showing affection, connection, and safety. Get down on the floor and playing with them, craft or build with them. This time spent playing, crafting, building together is valuable time. There's more ways you can nurture these feelings of value, being cared for, safe, and connected. It's through your tone of voice, keeping it soft when it needs to be soft, keeping it playful when it needs to be playful, switching into funny voices while reading or acting out a story. Use your body language. If they are leaning against a wall, you lean. If they're waving their hands and their arms while they're telling you a story, you move your hands and your arms. Now, I know that we're all busy. There's laundry to fold, veggies to chop, but even in those tasks, you can stop, lean in, wave the carrot that you just cut, and ask, wait a second, you just said, how come that still happened? It makes me think of Miss Victoria, my daughter's ballet teacher. So many things are going on around her, so many dancers, parents. She's on her way to her next class, but she would still stop and listen to each story with a smile, her eyes on the dancer with such peace. There wasn't a hurry up, I've got things to do, I've got places to go. I said, I want that in my parenting. And that's when I became aware of how I am making my children feel valued, cared for, connected, or mommy's just too busy, she doesn't have time for me. I'm still working on this. Your eyes, you know how it feels when you're telling a story or talking to someone and their eyes light up. They lean in to hear your story. They engage and they ask questions. You feel like they really care about what you have to say. It feels good. You feel valued. Do the same with your children. You might hear the same video game story so many times over and over. Or they retell the parts of the movie that you just watched together last night. But I urge you to still lean in, light up your eyes, smile, and truly listen. Because listening now means they will come back to you later. Listening now is planting seeds of engagement which you will reap in the future. Number 2, needs. You and your children have needs. Are you hungry? Are they thirsty? Are you tired? Are they overstimulated? Look for the need behind the behavior. Even better, here's how you can meet your needs and the needs of your children in advance before it becomes an outburst or a temper tantrum. Let's talk water first. Keep water nearby all the time. Stay hydrated. If you feel thirsty and you think, oh, I should get a drink, your brain has already been functioning at 14% less capacity. Wow! Symptoms you may experience when you or your children are not hydrated is poor focus and attention, slow processing of information, irritability, feeling confused, tense, and headaches. If you are a homeschooling mom who has tried to do school with your children and experienced any or all of those symptoms, did you think it was because they were dehydrated? Or you thought it was just one of those days? Or the curriculum must not be right for them? Drink your water. 8 cups is the gold standard for hydration. For each alternative drink you have, like coffee, juice, or milk, your body actually needs an equal amount of water. So, new rule in your house, you must drink a glass of water first before the coffee, the juice, the milk. Try it. Nutrition. How many have little ones who are always asking for snacks or wanting a second or a third breakfast? And they just ate, didn't they? Solve this nagging question by putting a little snack plate of grapes, nuts, thin carrot and celery sticks, clementines, blueberries, small cheese squares on the center of the table and let them munch. It doesn't have to be piled high. Just the assurance that mommy knows I get hungry, my needs are met, I feel safe. The only rule is that they eat at the table, right? This helps you to keep an eye on yours and their blood glucose levels. We want to be proactive to avoid the ups and downs in blood glucose levels. Add more protein to keep it balanced. Fuel up on good nutrition. Whole foods, veggies, and fruits from the ground in their purest form bless the body and fuel it for the long haul. Processed and packaged snacks are full of unnecessary additives, sugars, MSGs, dyes, and preservatives that our body can't break down. Nap time or quiet time. You may need time to be quiet and to rest in the afternoon, perhaps while the youngest is napping. Everyone does something quietly. Also prioritize good sleep each evening. Adults need, your brain alone needs 7 hours to repair itself and feel refreshed for a new day. 7 hours is also how long it takes for short-term memory to move to long-term memory, as well as giving your brain the chance to remove toxic proteins. Children need 9 to 14 hours depending on their age. Sleep at the same time each night and wake up at the same time each morning. Remember, just like you have a fuel light in your car that tells you when the gas is getting low and you need to refuel, our children and us as adults have the same fuel low warning signals: hungry, thirsty, tired, short, impatient. Too much chaos is going on. What's up with these kids? They're going crazy. It's just the warning sign flashing red to tell you, stop, let's meet some needs here. Mama, I'm reminding you again that you have all the same feels and needs that your children have. Don't ignore this for yourself. Children regulate to your state, to the atmosphere that you set in the home. As you meet yours and your children's feels and needs, everyone feels safe, connected, valued, and without a worry about food and water. They have good rest and downtime. Their basic survival needs are met. This may seem basic to you, but understanding this gave me a practical, more balanced perspective for my parenting and for our homeschool days. It allowed me to give myself and the children so much more grace and understanding in the moment. Knowing that this behavior, this outburst, this tantrum isn't who my child is. It isn't who I am. They are, or I am just responding out of an unmet need or an unmet feeling. I'm tired, they're hungry, the day just got off the rails. We need to refuel and reconnect. Rest a bit, laugh, or have a dance party and get our bodies moving. Then we can come back to the work with a better perspective, ready, willing to learn. Is that helpful? Can we talk about proper expectations? We sure need that in our day. Proper expectations of what you can and should get done in a day. Are your expectations appropriate for what you can actually accomplish without stress, pressure, or hurry up? Are your expectations influenced by others, meaning you are looking at what someone else is doing and thinking, am I doing enough? I'm only asking because I make my to-do list and think, no problem. I or we can get this done today. And then the day's done and we only did 2 things, not all 10. Proper expectations is healthy, Mama. Is this a help to you? Would you let me know? Record a testimony or a question by sending a voice message using the recording app found on the main page of Speak Life Badges. I would love to share your testimony and answer your question on the podcast. Real quick, before you go, if this podcast has blessed you in some way, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a written review for this show over on Apple Podcasts. It encourages me so much to hear from you and to know that this show is helping you to stay renewed. The second thing you can do for me is to take a screenshot of this episode and share it on your Instagram stories and tag me at Speak Life Badges. Or DM another mama you know who needs to hear this truth so that they can be encouraged and renewed too. Lots of love. Bye.